Okay, Lindsay, thank you so much for meeting with me again.
Hey.
So, the last time we talked, you really wanted to focus on um, the rituals and routines in your classroom. And so, I have a list of different outcome based incentives because our kids are definitely driven by um, getting something in return. And since we do use a little bit of the PBIS program and points and the Gator Store and all that stuff, these are some different strategies that can be implemented into the classroom. So, have you had a chance to look over it and kind of choose what you wanted to work on?
Yes, I'm very interested to learning more about the classroom management app and technology. I feel like the kids are really drawn to their laptop and the technology aspect of it.
Okay. So, I'm going to let you keep this list. That way, if you need to go back and change at any point, you can. But this right here is a checklist for Minga. So Minga is our platform that we use for hall passes, but it also does our Gator Gold for the Gator Store. And I've been playing with it, and it has a lot of really cool options for us to use in the classroom. So the first thing to kind of try to use in that attempt to kind of get those rituals and routines would be to kind of go through the checklist to plan and decide what you're going to do, how you want to use it in the classroom. Then you have to train and involve the students. So you can use this checklist however you want to. You can change it to meet your needs. You can do whatever's going to work best with your classes.
Okay, this sounds really good.
So, have you thought about what type of modeling you want me to use to help you with the program?
The classroom management apps and technology, the use of Minga, um, and because I don't use it that often, I really don't know much about it or what it has to offer. Could you show me?
Okay, so I can show you here on the laptop and we'll see how that goes. All right, so when you come into Minga, you can go to My Tools. That automatically brings up your dashboard. So in the dashboard, if you scroll down, you'll see that you have groups. And when you have these groups, it pulls up the group news feed. So you can make posts here. You can do warm-ups with answer choices, and they can choose the answers. And as long as they're doing their work on here or responding to posts and discussions and interacting with people, they'll get their Gator Gold through those actions also. Automatically, yes, just for completing it. So we have the option right here to go through and create a post, to post a video, to make a video from the laptop. You can add events to the calendar or assignment due dates, make announcements. You can create challenges in here so that they go through and work through the challenges gradually to build up and then earn points. You can create polls and you can send out messages, and it works through a phone app also.
Oh.
So they can also work through the phone app and go to their groups and follow it on that page. Now, we can also, and that would also help with the your concerns with losing the warm-up papers, because you can also put those documents. Let me go back to there. Hang on. All right. So if we go back to this page, you can upload documents here also. It'll let you add to the group. Oh, sorry, you got to go to files. You can go to files and then you just add a file to the group and upload it.
So I can upload my warm-up sheet and it'll show up here.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay, so back to the tools. You can go for each class period up to My Class and you find your list. So this class just populated for us. This is your 6th period?
Yes.
Okay, so a good way to use this is considered the class screen, so you can put this up on the board. I use it to let kids come in, and as they complete their warm-up, I'll have goals set, for coming in and getting ready every day. are coming in prepared, and once they come in and have logged onto their laptop, they can go up and tap their name, and then they're able to get points. And about a minute and a half after the bell, I hit assign, and a minute and a half is definitely enough time for them to work on being prepared for class, being in their seat and doing what they need to do in order to be ready for the day.
I like that. That's good. That's giving them responsibility and accountability.
It also gives them a chance to move, because our kids like to get up and move around the classroom, and this gives it purpose to move, so it's okay to be up and moving, and then they go right back to their seat.
I like that.
So there's a lot of other things on here, tools that you can use. You can click select random, and it helps with calling on kids to answer questions and then giving them points for following, getting them to read. Yes, and a lot of times with the reading, if you say you can read as much as you want to, then if they read a sentence, then they can stop and pass it on to someone else. And you could even make this interactive, and they could get up and go and hit the select random.
Oh, I like that. They would have fun with that.
Okay. So what else about the program do you think you would want to see modeled? Like, do you feel like this gives you a starting point? Would you want me to come in and model it in class at some point?
I would like you to come and model this. Just the entire thing, really. Like, I can select randoms that I know I can use now in my social studies class, but as far as coming in and let me see how they are doing with their routine, with their warm-ups, I would like you to model it for the first time.
Okay.
And then I could follow suit.
Okay. Can I come in tomorrow?
Sounds good.
All right. See you then.
Okay.
So Minga has multiple uses in the platform, and we'll be able to use it in a couple of ways. So one, working on the classroom management with the kids coming into class. You can go to your classes, and when you open up the class, you can go through and assign points. So let's say everybody came in today the way they were supposed to. They came in and they were ready, they got their laptops out and they were getting started. But then you look up and you notice that this student right here did not actually do that. He's still sitting there trying to get his neighbors to play with him. Then you can deselect their name, and then everyone else can get that point. You can also go through and have students come up and just click their name as they go through and get their laptop out and have their pencil and have their warm-up ready right there with them. So as they come up and they check their name off, you can give them like the first 3 minutes of class, and they can come up and tap to say that they have gotten their warm-up done. And that's your way of being able to check that they are doing what they're supposed to be doing, and then they're holding themselves accountable. And it's also giving them an option to get up and move, since they like to get up and move around class so much. Another element that we can use with the Minga platform is we can have this interactive page where you can go through, you can put quiz questions up there and they can get Minga points for answering them. You can set it up in the form of a poll. You can also go through and keep your files here for the class. So I've uploaded the warm-up from my class. So we can open the document, and then students can go through and edit a copy. So if they just click right here, it'll let them download the document, and then they have to sign in, and it'll give them the option to keep that available to them on their laptops, and then they can submit it at the end of the week on Canvas. So it really is a great way to streamline all of the issues you are concerned about in your class, and it gives them that opportunity to keep up with things and also go through and show accountability and ownership whenever they are coming into class. But we can sit down and talk about a couple of ways that you want to go through and use this, and what things they can give themselves points for, and things you might want to be able to give them points for.
Thank you. That makes sense. I will plan to use this tomorrow.